Hello guys and welcome to the Digital Stone Setting Atelier. So today we're going to learn how to cut a clean, simple triangle using a few practical measurements. This is a training exercise perfect to build your engraving control. We'll create these triangles and place a stone right in the center. Let's get started. First we're going to set the compass at 4 millimeters. That gives us a radius for an 8 millimeter circle. Then we start by drawing a small rosette pattern. To get an equilateral triangle, connect every second point by drawing a line from one point to the next, skipping one each time. Take a small burr and make a pilot hole, then drill until you reach the diameter you want. In this example, we are using a 2.5 mm stone. Mark the center of each triangle tip using the opposite mark as your reference. Now set the compass to 1.5 millimeters and we're going to draw the future bead. Now from the point opposite the triangle tip, mark two small dots, one on each side. And now using the ruler, draw two lines from the tip down to the mark you just made. This small triangle will become the base of your bead, the one that holds the stone. And repeat the same process on the other two triangle tips. Alright, I will zoom in a bit because the lines are pretty light. By the way, if you haven't done it yet, go sign up through the link in my bio. You will get access to the PDF with all the tools, so you can start with the essential ones. And you will also receive the free training, the art of 4-prong beads. It's a technique that lets you make a clean line in under 5 minutes. Now it's time to get into the real work. So first step of the exercise, let's outline the 3-bead triangle. So just follow the line perfectly as you dive in with the grabber in the middle. And repeat the same movement on the 3 sides. Now let's do the other side of the bead. Again, follow the line. Now we have the 3 bead triangles marked out. Second step, now it's time to cut the angled plane on each side, but this time don't go past the line that connects the 2 tips. The goal is to angle your graver outward towards the surface you are cutting, so you don't damage the triangle you just created. Switch side and do the same thing. So I repeat, follow the starting line carefully and tilt your onglet slightly to cut from the outside. Go slowly and peel the metal off like layers of an onion. Try not to cross the outer line. And practice joining both sides perfectly with the same angle. Don't worry, it's hard because the first exercise is done with a pretty thin onglet. Later on, when you use wider angles, it gets easier, but you also have less room for error. Alright, it's not perfectly flat, but we didn't cross the line, and that's what matters most for now. Alright, let's move on the second side. Before you make the cut, take a moment to understand the line your grabber will follow, the direction and the angle. It's a bit like golf. Before hitting the ball, you always take a few practice swings. And when you know exactly where your grabber is going, go for it. You're in control. And for the third side, we'll speed things up a bit. You're starting to know the protocol, right? So for this step, we tilted the grabber outward, right? For the step number 3 now will be the opposite. We'll tilt the grabber inward to remove the material on the plots and reach the center line. So follow the bottom line carefully, tilt your grabber slightly and go step by step until you reach the center line, okay? Don't worry, we're not breaking up the plots, we're creating a pyramidal shape. I'm going to work in series, so I'll do all 3 sides with the same movements to save a bit of time. I speed up things a bit, now we do the same thing on the other side. Join the middle line and create a slice on top. Alright, let's now place the 2.5 stone into its seat. Take a flat grabber now and make a clean flat notch to form the 3 beads that will hold the stone in place. Take a beading tool that matches the size of your bead and round it nicely, and that's it, the triangle is done. This is just one example among many. There are lots of ways to do it, different bead sizes, different attack angles with your anglets. As I said earlier, you can also do it with wider grabbers later on, which are much more precise, but there are less room for mistakes. This exercise was mainly about understanding angles and surface. Alright, see you soon for the next exercise. And don't forget to sign up through the link in my bio to get the full starter kit, the tools you need to begin your stone setting journey. Bye.